Hello guys and welcome to another draft analysis of Ace. We are moving into the final series, fourth and final series of today. It's EG versus VGJ.Thunder.
10 seconds remaining.
Similar to the last series, the winner will move on to the top 4 and the loser will be eliminated. Okay, so VGJ.Thunder have first pick. They ban away Iolich. Very expected bans towards a team like Evil Geniuses. They like the Leech on Fear and the IO on Crit. As for EG, they banned the Venom Night Stalker, probably the two most scary heroes currently for first picking. Venom is definitely, Night Stalker is more of depending on your team. But EG is a team they don't want to play against a Night Stalker, and they ban it away. This gives VGJ.Thunder the first pick of Spirit. Spirit, it's a very strong 4 now. It's not the tier 1 kind of position 4. Before this event, I would say Nyx Assassin is like top tier position 4, but it seems like this in PGL is becoming more and more like Earth Spirit is taking over. It's just able to do more in fights. It's just more mobile with the roles, and it's with a highly skilled player, the Earth Spirit can really do a lot. And EG, they go for the Earthshaker as Jakiro. They prioritize the Jakiro a lot, but for Earthshaker, they are a team that back when Creed was still drafting, they are a team that really likes this first pick Earthshaker because they can play on all 4 roles. They can play on position 5, position 4, on the offlane on Universe, or even mid for Sumail. So it's like a very versatile pick for them. It seems like now they are going back to the past where they use this Earthshaker as a versatile opening. Currently, Jakiro and both Earthshaker and Jakiro is a very open pick for EG where they have played it on multiple lanes, so they have not shown much so far in their first 2 picks yet. VGJ.Thunder, they respond with a Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker or Spirit, they are both very aggressive kind of hero where they want to fight, they're not really a farming kind. I mean, Bloodseeker with the new builds on Radiance and stuff, he can farm to the late game. Like the last game, Immortal against Secret, QO was on this Bloodseeker and they were fighting a lot. He managed to maintain top net worth for the longest time, and just when the game looked like it was going to be over for Immortals, suddenly they just take one good fight and win it, and they won it from there. Sorry. Then so yeah, this Bloodseeker, he can scale it with the talents and the new item builds and stuff, but he's definitely a mid game orientated kind of carry.
10 seconds remaining.
EG, they ban away Silencer as well as Omni Knight. The Omni Knight is a targeted ban towards Yang, and this Silencer is a bit peculiar though, because I think VGJ.Thunder did play it earlier, but they play it because they're up against a Pugna, so they don't want the silence. They pick the Silencer to kind of counteract the Pugna. This makes me feel that EG might go up for the Pugna now since they banned this Silencer. And VGJ.Thunder, they target Sumail Storm Spirit. For those of you who forgot or didn't know Sumail when he first came out, Storm Spirit was the hero that brought him to fame. It was TAC 2015, I think, where he was putting on a performance on this hero, the Storm Spirit. He hasn't been playing it for a bit, but I think VGJ.Thunder is afraid that EG will bring it out in the very important crucial match where they have to win.
10 seconds remaining.
And they also ban away the Razor. Razor is a hero that it's okay getting ruptured because he can just stand there and drain the Bloodseeker's damage, and Bloodseeker has to run away from him, or he doesn't really want to man fight him if his damage is getting stolen. The upside though is Bloodseeker usually he will have very fast movement speed in the fight, so he can actually run out from this static link very fast and come back into the fight. That being said, maybe they're planning to pick up another core that is also countered by Razor. Not sure about that, we'll see. And EG, they go for the Universe Bat Rider, a secondary form of initiation.
10 seconds remaining.
Partly, so the Silencer starts to make sense because like if you have a Bat Rider, usually you want to be the one with the Silencer, but they're afraid that if they pick up this Bat Rider first, if VGJ counters with a Silencer, then when the Bat jumps in, the Silencer can just global silence, and the team is very hard for your team to follow up on any damage on the target that you went on. So it's like some form of counter initiation to the Bat Rider, and since EG already most likely have their position 5 on Jakiro, they don't want the silencer for themselves as well. Looking at how things is going, this Earthshaker is most likely a crit hero. If EG feels the need to switch up, they might still throw it onto Sumiao, which will be very interesting to watch. I think Secret played on mid 1 earlier today. Okay, so VGJ.Thunder, they probably go for a Potion 5 hero now. Something that will counter the Bat Rider. Maybe an Oracle. Oracle is very rarely picked, but is one of the best answers to a Bat Rider. His Fortune's End is just super good against Bat Rider during the laning phase, and his ultimate False Promise just cancels the lasso immediately. What other options does VGJ.Thunder have now? I don't think they'll pick anything apart from a Potion 5 here. As I always mentioned, you will want to show both your supports first. Because you don't want to expose your core yet. You don't know what your core is up against. You don't want it to be counter picked. So you always go for the least impact hero. So they go for the Shadow Shaman here. It's not a defensive support, but it's a support that is still very popular in the Chinese scene, the Shadow Shaman. It helps with pushing, it has lockdown. It's very slow though. It's a very, very slow support. So VGJ.Thunder, maybe either they are planning not to have any answers to this bad initiation, or they might go something for like a Legion Commander, which can do the same, which can have the same impact as the Oracle but in the core role. His press the attack can purge away the lasso, and if it's down to a 1v1 laning phase, Bat Rider is also very good against. Legion Commander is also very good against Bat Rider. VGJ, they go back for the Anti-Mage, the hero that somewhat won Navi. Somewhat they used to win over Navi earlier today. There's one game where they second pick it right in the first phase and like daring Navi to have an answer for it, and it worked. It worked out for them. EG here. They got two approaches to this. They either pick up a late game scaling core that can match up, or they just put a lot of pressure on him. This Monkey King seems like a carry Monkey King now for RTZ, and they are lacking a hero for Sumiao. Bat Rider is pretty decent against Anti-Mage in the lane if he has help, so they might want to put on the pressure onto him. Other than that, they can go aggressive tri-lane with this Monkey King. I don't think Anti-Mage can match up against a Monkey King in the lane, especially even if it's a try-on-try. A Spirit Shadow Shaman Anti-Mage is not the best tri-lane against Jakiro Earthshaker as well as Monkey King. And EG, they ban away the Legion Commander because of what I mentioned about the counter to the Bat Rider. And also, usually when you have an Anti-Mage, you want to play a 4 protect 1 strategy, so the 4 of them will just be playing like making space on somewhere else on the map, and whenever you have a Legion Commander to make that play for you, to like blink, duel somebody and burst him down, and well, this whole thing happening while creating space for Anti-Mage is something that you never want to happen. VGJ.Thunder, they ban the Ursa, which is a crushing matchup against the Bloodseeker in the mid lane. Like, I think Ursa will crush Bloodseeker very hard in the mid lane, and they don't want that to happen, so they decide to ban it away, and Ursa is definitely something that Sumiao can play.
5 seconds remaining.
For this last pick, it's going to be an offlane hero. Maybe something like Abaddon?
EG's turn to pick.
Go for Puck. So this is offlane Puck. I guess the good thing about Puck is he can create a lot of space for the Anti-Mage. He's an elusive hero. He can help to split push out the waves without putting himself in danger. On the side of EG, they do have Earthshaker as well as Monkey King, two very good heroes to actually have this lockdown on the Puck. Puck relies a lot of his phase shift to dodge, but if you can cast a stun from a very far range where he can't see you, that's where you catch him off guard, and Earthshaker and Monkey King both have spells like that. And this last pick for Sumiao, I think he has to have some hero that can scale. Monkey King alone is not going to be enough to deal with this Anti-Mage in the late game. They might even consider putting MK in the mid lane because he can lane well against Bloodseeker, and then put another carry onto RTZ. So I'm very curious to see what hero is this going to be. Currently, the VGJ.Thunder lineup is very straightforward. Their lineup is going to be a very 4 protect one. They're just going to buy space for NC-Mage, NC-Mage is going to farm, and they're just going to try to play this to the late game. Okay, I like this lone druid pickup. It's something that RTZ is very comfortable with, and it can help to scale late as well. Now they have something to match up to this NC-Mage in the late game. And they are, as I mentioned, they're comfortable putting Sumail on the Monkey King mid because it's a very decent matchup against Bloodseeker. His Jingle Mastery, when he can, usually heroes cannot trade with Bloodseeker because he can just lifesteal back. But with Jingle Mastery, you don't want to give free hits to the Monkey King because he's just going to get this 4 stacks and then he's going to do a lot of damage as well as lifesteal, and you can't really trade with him. Especially with a timely rotation from Earthshaker 1 Fissure and suddenly you're dead. Okay, so I believe it's EG is with the Lone Druid pickup, they're not going for any aggressive trial or whatever, they're just going to secure the Lone Druid's farm. And VGJ.Thunder is just going to secure their farm on the anti-mage. So both teams have their own playmakers to create space for this, their position 1 hero. Universe on the Batrider as well as Earthshaker crit. They want to create space for, they want to make plays in the mid game, especially after they get their Blink Dagger, to create space for this RTZ Lone Druid. And same for VGJ.Thunder, they want to keep fighting around with the Bloodseeker, the Puck, once he gets his Blink, and Earth Spirit ulti as well, to just keep making plays elsewhere to create the diversion for Sylar to farm and split push. It's going to be a pretty even game going into the mid game, and this has a very high possibility of becoming another like 60 to 80 minute kind of EG game. EG is known for their late game. Like a lot of games they play turn out to be one of those epic 80-90 minute games, like the one TI6 where they versus eHome, Mega Creep comeback. And a lot of their games, if you watch frequently, you'll notice that a lot of their games are extremely dragged out and very, very nice to watch as a spectator. Okay, so I wouldn't say a specific team have a draft advantage. I think I would consider this a very even draft, and both teams have pretty similar game plan. It's just who's going to execute better. Alright, that's all I have for this draft analysis of Game 1 between EG and VGJ.Thunder. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and if you like it, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.